Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the team that got me my Pikachu Libre. Of course, that's so exciting. Getting 3 wins. Actually, I only needed 1 win because I used premium pass. Is so exciting, but of course we're going to use something a little bit interesting here because we have our Regigigas, and Regigigas just loves all those Giratina sales swaps which are currently around. Like, I saw so many Giratina sales swaps against me. And it's amazing because, what can I say? Regigigas completely hardwars this. Regigigas has Thunder and Focus Blast as the charge moves, which basically always destroy everything. Like, there's not a lot of Pokemon that can actually take a hit from this thing. Maybe Landorus, because it resists both, but yeah. Here, Zacian doesn't really like this Thunder either, so like it has to double shield, but it only shields once, and now Dialga's in the back, and we have our Dialga, and we're gonna win. Of course, we have the Zacian and the Dialga in this team as well, which is gonna help us a little bit to balance that spicy one out there. And speaking of spicy, this dude runs a Reshiram with a Fire Fang. That's something I haven't seen ever, which is cool though. Like, I like seeing something funny. And my opponent plays this really well because he's gonna just farm me down, have enough moves for this Zacian to KO this thing. We don't get to the close combat and we're gonna lose this game. There's nothing really we can do at this point. I think my opponent should be able to get to another Iron Head just in time. Maybe also because we lagged there a lot of times. I think that actually mattered a lot. But actually, I think we know what we're gonna have, what we're gonna see in the back now. Maybe the lag mattered, maybe not. It's gonna be a Dragonite. Maybe it actually mattered a little bit. If we had like the health already from the Iron Head, we might have been able to farm down, go for an Iron Head on our part, and then had like an Iron Head against the Dragonite from the opponent. But it doesn't really matter anyway. Funny thing is, I applied this team for 4 sets, so 20 games, and I went 11-9. So I actually went positive with the Regigigas, and of course, I have the most 2 broken meta monster right next to it. It's still funny though, like, you don't really see a lot of times that Regigigas puts in some work. Here I'm gonna showcase more the wins, of course, because I don't really expect anybody to run this team. To Regigigas as well, I run Hidden Power Ghost. You should run Hidden Power Ice. But Hidden Power Ghost has also some advantages. For example, getting Focus Blast there. It's definitely an advantage. Here my opponent doesn't have the Bust Buddy boost, so this game was over anyway for him already. So we definitely gonna win this game. But yeah, Hidden Power Ice has some advantages. For example, against Landorus, it would be way better for this team in general because it struggles against Landorus. It would be better against Dragonite, and also of course against Rayquaza, best Pokemon in the meta, as you saw yesterday. But Hidden Power Ghost is basically the second best move because it's also basically shares the super effectiveness against the Giratina, which is the most important thing because you kind of want to counter out the Giratina with your Regigigas. But also hits something like Mewtwo now harder, or the Metagross, which is also pretty decent here for my team. Here my opponent catches beautifully, but I can just farm up the energy again and go into my little boy, and we can take all the Shadow Balls easily. And my opponent cannot do anything here. We can just farm all the way down. There's nothing he can do. We can just get to all the moves afterwards. Getting shields, clapping some other Pokemon. Oh, Mamoswine comes in. Here is my Focus Blast. Goodbye, Mamoswine. What do you have in the back? Dialga, that's kind of annoying, but here's one close combat. And here's another close combat. And this puts him into a farm down range for my own Dialga. He's not going to be able to get to a move with his Dialga against me. And there is literally nothing he can do anymore. Regigigas just is such a good counter to all those switch-ins from the Giratina. And again, Giratina swap-in. It's such a common thing right now to have a Giratina switch-in because there are no Evaltors really around. So it's very safe now all of a sudden. And even against the Dialga, you force them to throw, you actually get a shield usually. And like this, we can just farm all the way down, or Shadow Ball, doesn't really matter. We have all the energy in the world. My opponent goes into his Dialga. We can go for Focus Blast. we can KO the Dialga, and yeah, at this point we can just go for one close combat. I actually kind of make a mistake here. I think I should have shielded this. Or I shouldn't have thrown immediately. He goes for the Earthquake. I thought maybe he's just gonna bait me. But now we have to carry with our Dialga. He's definitely just gonna go for Fire Punches the whole time. Or not. At least here we shielded. And this secures us the win anyway. We just have to get to 2 Iron Heads, which we definitely won't get to. And it's gonna be a good game to my opponent. We can, just shield the Fire Punch. At this point, I think even Regigigas would be able to farm down in time if he would get to move. Because Regigigas actually does a lot of damage. Here we started a little bit late, which is okay. I can shield, which is also okay. And yeah, I can go for close combat. I get a shield, my opponent goes into his Zacian. And Zacian's weapons against me are very tricky. I don't really think I'm gonna be able to win this, but we will see. You're gonna go for the play rough. We're gonna easily survive this. Farm up a little bit extra. Actually, maybe I should have shielded here, I don't know. He goes for a close combat, I go into my Zacian again. We're gonna win CMP there, I think. Does he shield? He doesn't shield. Okay, so we have a decent scenario again. Goes into Ho-Oh, which is kind of scary because we have to go for the wild charges now. We can go for 2, but he has a move stored already. I don't think we're gonna be able to win this, as we have to swap out now. We have to shield here. We have to get to a Dracomedia against his Dialga at this point. We're gonna get there, we're gonna actually KO him, but he is already close to another move, the Ho-Oh, and he's gonna be able to KO me here, and there's nothing really I can do. Zacian is too low to do anything, right? Nope, the Snarls are already enough to KO the Ho-Oh, and we're gonna win this game. Next up, Zacian against Zacian. We start a little bit late again, and we are desynced, but this matchup is a funny matchup that I already made a short of, which is just, yeah. It is the best matchup in the entire world. I don't even know how that's gonna go. It looks just so hilarious, like literally 2 dogs barking at each other. I just like lost patience there, I guess, and just threw the move, which I guess is fine. And I think that was actually the time when my opponent makes a brilliant thing here. And he goes for a close combat there. I don't know how he predicted me to do this, but this is gonna definitely put him in a way better scenario than me. I have literally no idea why I didn't go for double wild charge, but good catch from my opponent, I guess. Like literally ridiculously, but I take this, it's fine, it's all okay. And we cannot farm all the way down, he goes only for Sky Tech, I think. We're gonna be able to survive this, we have a lot of energy. We go into the Zacian actually, interesting. We have a move stored on the Regigigas, and we can not KO this thing yet. He goes into Dialga though. Oh, that's gonna go down to the wire there. We can go for the close combat, put him very low, he has to throw. But we actually can throw the move here as well before he gets to another move, or like even throws his move. And you know now, we can go even for the Focus Blast here. I even hit some bubbles. Okay, I kind of should have just went for no bubbles at all, and we Focus Blast the Zacian away with our Regigigas, how it's supposed to be. Against Mewtwo, I just usually let one move go for a wild charge and then swap out, I think. He gets an extra quick move through, which is kind of annoying. And now I can go into... I actually farm up one extra move and now go into my Regigigas against the Dialga, sadly. I think it might be because of my IV Spirit. I don't know. But yeah, you don't really get to close combat against it. You only get to a Thunder. My opponent knows that somehow. And yeah, good place for my opponent. I can go for a move here. KO this Dialga most likely. Yep. But I cannot even swap out in time, and I can't even get to the move, so I'm gonna have to shield this, hope that I don't get debuffed, but it looks pretty nice. If we don't get debuffed here, we are fine. And we would have 100% won this game without the debuff, and we get double debuffed here, because we would have easily been in range where a Psystrike wouldn't KO me yet. I would have been able to farm both of the Pokemon down, but... yeah, 30% chance getting this twice against me in a row is kind of annoying. I only I think it was more likely for me to win this. What a nice catch by my opponent here. That was insane. And I tried to catch the move on my Reggie, I think. No, okay. I think I didn't see one move from him going through, which is kind of annoying. But I can stay in, go for another wild charge, and try to catch the move now. You're gonna shield again. Didn't work out, but I should be able to shield this move. Okay. I'm going for the Aeroblast. It's fine. He goes into Dialga. Can I get to the move in time? Nope. He goes straight for the Iron Head, and I'm only going to be able to get to the Thunder, which I'm not going to click because I need a close combat anyway here, and I don't throw the move. So at this point, this game is over. I don't know why I didn't throw there immediately. I thought he didn't have as much energy and I could farm up a little bit extra, which at the end definitely cost me the game. I think we can see what he still has in the bag. I think it goes into the Lugia, yeah. Let me see. Oh, I should have went for the other move. I would have loved to know what he had in the bag, but I played this game horrible. Oh, it's a Kyogre. We would have easily won this game. But I played horrible, and yeah, I definitely deserved this loss, like literally. If I just played it completely normal how it's supposed to be, I would have been able to win this. Again, here Zacian against Zacian, the best matchup in the world. He goes for the Wild Charge too early, because now I basically got him into range where if he doesn't shield this, he's gonna KO him. We can shield here, but the next one would KO him as well. He doesn't stay in, he goes into the Giratina save swap. What a save swap against Regigigas. Best save swap, definitely. And at this point, we can farm him all the way down, and it is literally hilarious. I just enjoy it so much to farm down this Giratina. And now you have all the energy in the world, still some HP left. And my opponent goes into the Zacian again. Let's see how much the Thunder does. Does a decent chunk. He goes into Kyogre. Let's see how much the Thunder does. Gets a shield. And we can go into Dialga. Here we have to be a little bit careful. If he doesn't go for the, if he goes for bait there, it would be a little bit problematic, but he goes for the Blizzard immediately. So at this point, we just gonna double up on Iron Heads and we should be fine here. This KOs, and this should also KO. Good game to my opponent. And into another game, we have Zacian against Zacian. Like, Zacian leads literally everywhere. I also looked up if I want to run Zacian with Iron Head, but Iron Head from a Zacian does nearly exactly the same as a Wild Charge. It just doesn't debuff you against another Zacian, which is kind of annoying. Here my opponent goes into Giratina again on a decent swap there actually. But doesn't really help him too much, because we can farm all the way down to have our Regigigas against him. Or we still have our moveset on our Zacian. So we're in a decent spot there. He goes for all the Omnizones, which I am totally fine with, because now I have more health than I had usually if they go straight for the Shadow Ball. I'm actually gonna shield here. That was kind of stupid on my part, but actually doesn't really matter too much. But he goes into the Snorlax. Oh, that was annoying, to be honest, that he went into the Snorlax. I could have went for the Focus Blast then, but good swap for my opponent, I guess. And I go for the Iron Head now. He can go into the Zacian again. It's gonna come down to the wire actually. Gonna be interesting if I can win this game. He goes for the, I can go for the Iron Head, get the shield there. And oof. Do I have a moveset on my Zacian still? I have two moveset on my Zacian. Yeah, no, or do I? I think I have. Yeah, I think I have. Let me see. Yeah, most likely have. Yeah, easy win there. There's nothing my opponent can do anymore. He has one shield. I have one shield. And those two moves gonna KO him anyway. I don't even have to hit every bubble because he is 4 times debuffed. And let's see the next one there. Zacian against Zacian. Haven't seen this at all yet. What a surprise. And he just throws his player off, which is fine. Now I can go for my Wild Charge. Wild Charge is better against the player off version anyway, because you get to the moves faster. And he has to shield anyway after a while. We can shield here and we either KO him or, like, I don't know, like, doesn't really matter anyway what's gonna happen here. He actually goes for another move. I'm gonna let this go, and I thought at this point maybe, just maybe, Regigigas can do some things there against my opponent. He goes into a Melmetal. Regigigas is ready. Focus Blast incoming. Melmetal gone. Next up, Yveltal. Let's see what we can do here. We can shield this move. Is this the Focus Blast? It is a Focus Blast. Thunder. And bye. It's, I need like one Dragon Breath from the Dialga, but it's fine. Into the last game, we're gonna have Dialga against Zacian. Pretty decent lead for us. And my opponent goes immediately into the Mewtwo. I don't really need the health on the Zacian anyway, so I'm gonna stay in for a little, go for the Wild Charge and then swap out. into my own Dialga. I guess it's fine. Maybe I should have went into my... I don't know. Like, maybe I should have went into my Regigigas. I'm always, like, kind of iffy about this. We can go for the Iron Head. Does he let it go? He doesn't let it go. He shields. We're gonna shield here. He goes to a Shadow Ball, so we know that he won't be able to KO us anyway. We can go for the Draco Meteor. Can we get there in time? Can we survive this? We should. Yeah, we should survive this. We lost CMP there, which is kind of unfortunate, because otherwise we had way more health. My opponent should go into Mewtwo again. I go into Regigigas, farm all the way down. He has Kyogre in the back, and I'm just gonna finish it off with the Thunder. You're gonna see my Pikachu Libre, which I'm gonna get now as well. And sadly, it wasn't shiny. What a surprise. I still haven't got like a shiny one of this. But it is fine. It actually had some okay IV, I think. And we're just gonna catch this little thing. And I would just want to say thanks all for watching. See you in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And bye.